This past summer, you may have read our first impressions of the 2011 Jetta on auto123.com. During that North American launch, we had a chance to drive the 2.5-liter version of this car, and now we get a crack at the 2-liter gasoline and 2-liter TDI versions of the vehicle. Now, the new Jetta is less expensive than the 2010 model, including a bunch of versions that cost under $20,000. Imagine a brand new Jetta that costs under 16 grand. You might be wondering, how did Volkswagen pull this off? Well, let's find out. Mechanically, all versions of the 2-liter gas Jetta, as well as the 2.5-liter Comfort line, feature rear drum brakes, while the TDI Comfort line, as well as Sport line and Highline trims, still get 4-wheel discs. A torsion bar rear suspension replaces the previous independent setup on all versions, except the sporty Jetta GLI that will arrive next spring. Other exterior changes include a far more basic trunk finish, and under the hood, a prop rod replaces the struts. Okay, so we're driving the Jetta right now with a 2-liter engine, 115 horsepower. This particular version is a Trendline Plus. It comes with AC, power windows, and keyless entry, among others. It also has optional automatic transmission and heated seats. We're talking about a car that's worth about $18,500, $19,000. We've seen the changes that Volkswagen has brought to the Jetta on the outside, but what did they change on the inside to make the car less expensive? The first thing that we notice is that the dashboard plastics have changed. They've gone from a textured soft plastic to a hard textured plastic. Well, it looks the same. It doesn't feel the same though. Is it a big concern for you and me? Personally, I don't think so. But one thing that's missing in this vehicle is a front center armrest. As for the rest of the vehicle, while we're driving, the cabin is very quiet, and Volkswagen claims the Jetta to have the most spacious back seat, and that's something that I think we can really agree with. As for the drive, 115 horsepower might seem a little low on paper, but honestly, when you're driving around town or on the highway, it's not all that much of a concern. The only time I would have wished for a little extra power is when I was merging on the highway, because, you know, people aren't all that polite. Otherwise, we're driving at 100 kilometers an hour. The engine is turning at 2,000 RPM. The car is pretty quiet. And as far as handling goes, maybe a tad softer than the old model, but Volkswagen owners shouldn't be all that worried because it still handles very, very nicely. In the end, the Jetta is an improved car, and a car that will please existing customers and newcomers alike.